And here we go. So I'm gonna drive out there. But Richard, yeah, what I'm gonna do is I might I'll build a pile right out here, so you can just start decking wherever you want, and then I'll maybe make a roundabout kind of right here somewhere. So let's build that. We gotta change our ground type to not mud. That one, which I think is still mud. Whatever. Build kind of a crappy little road. I mean, an excellent little road. What am I talking about? Yeah, it's becoming a reality. Okay, let's put the deck right here. Dude. That's a good spot. Perfect. So we'll skid to this this line here, and then yeah, TJ, when you're done there, just move that. You can drive that processor up, and I'll move all the other stuff up with it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wipe out this tree because it's just irritating me. My God, it's time for me to buy a new monitor. Holy God, my monitor, my middle monitor, I've had it for so many years. I'm just kind of letting to see how long it takes before it dies. But starting to like burn images into the screen, which is so awesome. Yeah. I need to upgrade to some 4K monitors is what I need to do, but I'm scared that whether I'll be able to play this game or not anymore. If you have 4K monitors, I don't know if any of you guys know this, can you still like downscale the game to like right now I play in 580 by 7 or 580 by 1920 or something? Can you can? Because I really would. Yeah. Oh, okay. Because I think it would be then the graphics card can actually handle it, but in its current state, there's no way. Oh, what the hell am I hitting? Oh, there's a stump here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'll experiment. I almost bought some at Christmas. It was pretty darn close, but didn't get around to it. The guy didn't give me the deal I wanted, so I told him to stuff it. I like went to this local place here in town, and I'm like, oh, I'll just buy it from that place. Like, I'd rather buy it local than I just have them right here. And I found them on Amazon for like literally for all three of them. It would have been it was like $340 cheaper. So I asked him at the store. I said, will you guys price match this, and I'll just buy it from you? And he would only come down like $10, and I was like, what? I was like, it's free shipping on Amazon. You realize that? He's like, yeah, can't compete with that. So I'm like, how do you sell anything?
It's gonna be in here in 10 to 15 minutes.
All right, perfect. Just in time for the end of the episode.
Right. I was like, hurry up! Like, come on.
Okay, we'll probably do one more after this one too. So give him a chance to play.
So you're working weekends now, hey there?
Yeah, just doing some of it's on call, but some of it's actual shifts now, so it's actually pretty sweet. But we make double time on weekends, so I can't say no to that. Because I work a full week, and then we're basically doing lots of extra work right now, so...
trying to catch up with them.
Yeah, and all of our overtime is paid as double time, so... I'm like, yeah, I'll take...
Yeah, you can't complain about
that.
that.
I was like, I'll take any drop. That's the only good part about being in a union, is you get some pretty sick deals that way. But... Yeah. Doesn't make me love my job anymore, let me tell you. I need a full-time career. If logging was more secure of a job, I would probably go do it, to be honest. I've had tons of opportunities to go, like... run processor. I have the one opportunity I had to run buncher. I really wanted to do that.
Oh, that'd be a fun job.
Oh man,
I personally would go for loader.
Yeah, oh, I'd love that. It's a little more
Yeah,
stressful, but I mean, it depends on your personality, really. I think some people.
I watched your YouTube video
Yep.
of the perfect load.
Oh
in
yeah, yeah.
Yes, that video there. I have tried to match that video so many times, and I cannot get the perfect load anytime.
It really depends on the wood you have in this game too, because some of the wood just blows when you're trying to load it. So.
Yes. The only Legion Hills, I can do it with the thicker trees.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it works probably better that way.
Yeah, with the thicker trees, I can do it, but with the thinner ones, I for some reason my loads always get messed up.
Oh. Yeah, they're just it's just because it's really glitchy and the trees don't actually line up most of the time, so it's kind of like
And trying to teach a greenhorn, to teach a greenhorn how to button up
do that stuff nicely,
hard
stuff, isn't it?
Is
challenging would be the word I'd use.
You know what I did? I cheated. I went, how about this? And I typed in your name on YouTube, and I pulled up your greenhorn videos. Yeah. All your greenhorn videos, I sent them to one guy, and I went, watch every single video.
Yeah,
there's lots of don't do nothing.
There's lots of tricks and stuff to make things work, but it's kind of like, you can only teach so much, and then some of it just comes up naturally while you're loading, and you're just like,
one of the guys was like, dude, his greenhorn videos actually helped me a lot.
Yeah, it's good.
And I was like, well, that's how I learned. Like, how before I even went to PC gaming, I was on console.
Oh yeah.
I was taking console game or in-game machines. And using them like yours.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's hard on console for sure. Like a lot more.
It is.
A lot more playing around.
The minute I got PC and I got Farming Simulator 19, I have not looked at my console since then.
That's the funny part about people switching from console to PC. They're just like, I never even want to even look at it anymore. And I'm like, I know, right?
I got 15 guys from work.
That's freaking awesome.
All literally sold Farming Simulator 19 for console. They sold it all, and they went and got fucking the PC version.
Oh wow, well, I mean, it's the better version anyway.
Well, and all of it is your machines.
Yeah, the functionality has something to be said.
90% of them are Tiger Cat.
Yeah,
they like the Tiger Cat.
It's actually surprising how many people prefer the Tiger Cat over John Deere.
I like the Link Belt. I like your boom camera on the Link Belt.
Yeah, the Link Belt's fun. I think it's a beautiful machine too.
Oh, it is.
Link Belts in general are really decent equipment, even in real life.
I'll go by the John Deere place here in Vernon.
Yeah.
There's a processor head. I'll send you an email of it.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
And it's nothing like yours.
Really, eh? Oh, you mean the Wartaw?
It's
like the red one.
Yeah. They're different than the Wartaw. This is a dangle head processor.
Oh, okay.
And it's orange.
South Star.
I'll take a picture of it tomorrow.
It's orange, like bright orange. Yeah.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah, I actually had a South Star in the game, but the company asked me to remove it.
I heard about that.
I was like, oh, okay.
Updates. I've seen that in your updates how you had to.
It's just copyright stuff. Some people aren't cool with that, and that's fine. I told all those companies. I've emailed every single company for all of this equipment. Some responded, some didn't. But I told them, I said, this is what I'm doing. If you guys have any legal issue with me using the brand name on this equipment in the games, just tell me and I'll remove it right away. But in the meantime, I'm using it. So, and most of them have been really good. Like Timber Pro is the best, but.
Well, Timber Pro is definitely the best.
Oh yeah,
they put you on your Facebook.
I know, right? That was so cool.
Page. When I seen that, I was like, "Wow! Like, congrats!"
Yeah, man, that was probably one of the coolest things. The only other people who were really cool were Medill. Actually, those guys were awesome. I don't know who I spoke to. He said he was like their legal team guy or whatever. And he didn't say I was allowed, but he didn't say I wasn't allowed. It was a really weird conversation. He was just like, he's like, yeah. He's like, well, I don't know how they would feel about it, but he's like, I don't really see it as being a negative thing for the like press for us. So he's like, I'm not going to say no, but I'm not going to say yes. And I was like, okay. So I'm doing it. Yeah, it's better to pray for, or ask for forgiveness.
And the better thing is that you asked.
Yeah.
And they're not saying no. It
wasn't a direct no.
Obviously,
if I was making their product look bad, that's the way I look at it. If I was making their product look bad, then obviously.
You know how many people have gone on to FD?
Oh yeah,
they have
tons.
gone from farming to like, oh no, we're gonna go logging because the equipment is way better.
Yeah, once you get the hang of it, I mean, it is a lot more fun.
I've had people like go. I've seen a couple logging maps.
Yeah.
That people actually use your equipment to do the cuts on the trees.
Yeah. Oh, I believe it.
To see where like the cut is for the perfect, because the equipment for logging that you put out is way better than in-game.
Well, yeah, the in-game stuff's pretty rough. It's got a lot to be desired.
The in-game stuff, dude, I can literally like take one of your pieces of equipment and with the power claw, and grab like the fuel trailer.
Oh yeah, well, it's just because their stuff is so light in comparison.
And I can toss it across the map and go, okay, let's go find the fuel trailer.
Right? Yeah. Well, it's just the weight difference for sure, but.
Oh, dude, I don't look at nothing. Like anybody sends me a mod request for logging equipment.
Yeah.
I send them back a response like, no, sorry, dude. Like, I will only use.
If it's not FDR, if not FDR, I don't take it.
Yeah, if it's not like he said, like if it's not FDR, I will not use it.
Yeah, I mean, I've tried other people's stuff, and there is some things that I do think are really well done. But like the yarder, like those guys did an amazing job on that yarder. I think it's fantastic.
If you were to put your tweaks to it, like.
I think they pretty much got her figured the way a yarder should go. Like I can't top that. That's why like I am not a fan of yarders. I've made that very clear since FS17. But because no one was making them, I just made that kind of makeshift yarder pro thing. But that guy's going bye-bye now. Like it's as of the next update, there's no more yarders for me. Like I hate that freaking thing so much. I know some people like it, but I hate it. Absolutely hate it.
I don't even.
So now when people say, "Hey, where do you have a yarder?" I just give them the link to that other one, and I go there, like go talk to them because they have a good one. Use that one. I can't be a master of everything. Like I have so much equipment.
Your processor. I got a couple guys using the new skidder.
Okay.
And they love it. Like, they absolutely love it. They're like, "Okay, dude, you gotta keep this for me." And yeah, it's one of those.
And there's so much more good stuff coming. I wish I could reveal it all, but I can't just yet. But there's some just crazy things coming.
Just do it for us.
Hey, there you are. Where are you hiding, you bugger? It's okay. We still got one more episode after this one, so be safe.
Oh, dang it.
I know, right? That's okay. You're still good. Still got time. Oops. I'm just learning how to unload trucks here. It's fun. There's a lot of wood on that truck. Holy good God. Those little ones sure pack in there.
Okay, I'm moving this processor up to a new alignment.
Perfect. Welcome.
Welcome to today's sync episode.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm sorry about this. I'm sorry. I didn't think you guys. I thought you guys gonna be full, so I wasn't expecting.
Oh no, we're good. All right, it's like I just gotta swap a battery out. So I can do that. Oh, there we go. Freaking headphones just beeping in my ear here. Change the battery. What if I don't want to? Then what? Then I guess I don't hear anything. All right, perfect.
Raps, what? How are you guys doing?
They're good. I don't think they hear you.
Don't all answer at the same time.
I was like, I'm going to answer for you because I feel awkward now. I do that at work all the time where people like ask out loud a question and nobody says anything. So I'll just say whatever I think, and then I'm like, well, you guys were getting really awkward there, so...
Just talk about the weather in those situations.
Yeah, right?
Alright, so...
God, I'm really burning this into my screen here. What's going on?
The machines are taken, so I guess what, I'm going to skid?
Yeah, party on. Party on. Yeah, and I'll do another load or something. You can switch and you can use loader if you want or something.
Yeah, I'll load.
I'm just gonna... Maybe I'll process, actually. Oh, no, Chris is processing. Okay, we're good. I don't know where to park this. Actually, you can grab that loader now if you want, Shark. Go for it. I just did two, so I'm good.
Which loader, though?
The Tiger Cat. You're gonna have to walk it up to the new landing. I just finished that last load. And I'll just skid here for a bit.
Oh, I see you moved the sawmill I put in here, huh? You didn't like it there?
Oh, no. No, it's the same spot. I moved the landing up, but I didn't move the sawmill. Should be all good.
So what's keeping you busy this weekend? Work?
Yeah, I'm just doing lots of overtime stuff, which is nice. Big bucks. Got to get it all in before they shut everything down from this stupid virus.
Yeah, I know, man. The whole world is shutting down.
I know, right? It's like every event, just call it quits. Like, just not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Why don't you shut the shutdown totally?
Yeah.
Concerts. NBA apparently just...
Yeah, right? I know, when I heard that, I was like, whoa. Everybody's making a big joke because they canceled hockey in Canada, and then now today they're talking about Saskatchewan having a working vaccine. So everybody's making this big joke about, oh yeah, whole world's dying for like 2 months, and then as soon as hockey goes down for like 24 hours, they have a vaccine. I was like, yeah, that sounds right. That sounds pretty Canadian, yeah. Oh, sorry, I was going to bump these out of your way here. Just so I can get them all pushed up. But you can take the spot, TJ. Go ahead.
Oh, no.
Alright. That's it. Everybody's got a job. Look at that. We have just enough people for just enough jobs. That's never happened before, I don't think.
Last week was the same thing, no?
Well, yeah, I think so. We still had a couple machines empty, but this is the first time I've seen it where we actually have the same amount of machines on the map as we do people operating them, which is the nice way to go. Oh, I see what you're doing here, Rap. You're laying them in groups of 2 now because it'll take us longer to get back and forth. I see what you're doing. Job security. I like this guy. Right on. Rap, you guys are gonna love the new buncher head when it comes. Oh my god, I've just made the most incredible buncher head. It's the same head, but I went and redid the physics on it. And oh my goodness, she's a beauty. It literally doesn't hang up on trees anymore. It can't, basically. You know how it does that when it gets stuck on a tree?
Yeah.
The new one, I mean, I'm sure you could find a way to force it if you really want to, but it cuts with an unlimited reset time now, so it just literally hot knife through butter through all wood. You can literally just put the head down and just walk forward and it'll just plow through the bush. It's pretty sweet. But when you're doing all kinds of like hill cuts and mini cuts and stuff, it's just incredible. And anytime, like if you grab a tree and you're pulling it into the grab, if it even touches that blade, it just shears it right off like instantly. There's no hang up, there's no delay, there's no nothing. It's pretty sweet. So I'm
making these mods lately. It's like you don't even need to be a professional anymore.
Right? I'm trying to make them easy.
Well, I don't know if it's a good thing though.
Yeah, I'm trying to make them realistic. So, like, what I do at my work, because I have no life and I hate my work, I sit at my work and on my lunch breaks and stuff, I'll go in and I just watch footage of bunchers operating and loaders operating, and I just do that for hours on end. And day after day after day, and I watch the physics, and I watch the physics, and then I try to make it as close to that as possible so we can try to get it realistic. And it's hard to do.
You're that nerd that sits off in the corner and watches forestry videos.
Well, there's only 4 of us, so out of a whole group, I think I'm actually doing pretty good.
Dude, like you're logging from scratch videos, like I told you before. I literally sit there, my morning coffee, my morning smoke, everything like that. It's
just the way to roll.
I watch logging from. I watch your logging from scratch.
I love
that's
my
go-to.
The creativity that I can have with that series. It's pretty wild.
I've actually added your logging crew extras in my map.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and a bunch of the guys are actually like, "Oh, dude, like this is actually pretty awesome," and I'm like, "Yeah." Like, all I did was say, "Hey, FDR did this. I'm gonna add some extras in mine."
Well, yeah, why not?
Just to make it look more realistic, right?
No, it's fun. And like I said, there's lots of people starting to do logging from scratch stuff since I started the series in 17, which is, I think it's fun. I don't know. I think it's cool. Some people are like, "Oh, this dude's copying you," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's awesome."
I like how you started doing the role play.
Yeah, I try not to go too hardcore into it because I'm really not.
Your tree killer was great.
I just try to do random fun things like that. Yeah.
Yeah, your tree killer was awesome.
I'm trying to do it in a way that's not too, like, D&D going too deep into the whole kind of feeling, but at the same time still having fun with it. So you can add some random adventures and stuff just to kind of make it more interesting. But yeah, I don't know. It's super fun. I enjoy it. If I didn't, you wouldn't be seeing episodes anymore. That's for sure.
Right.
I actually really enjoy the full throttle side too. The full throttle stuff is fun too, but it's not as exciting for people to watch. But for me, it's just nice because a lot of the time I just like to log like on my own and do my own thing, which is actually really fun.
And dude, that's the one thing that's awesome. Oh, here goes Big Al's joining.
Oh no!
Oh, we're done.
Oh,
we're done.
No! I thought he joined the army. I haven't seen that guy in so long.
Boys.
Yeah, what's going on?
Hide your wife, hide your kids.
Yeah, Big Al's in the house. Frickin' rights. Welcome, sir.
Welcome. Thank you.
Yes, welcome, yes.
What a great welcoming you get, Big Al, man. I
Yeah.
didn't get that one.
Yeah, I know. You had to ask, and still nobody said anything. Hey guys, just nothing.
How does that make
you
you feel?
How are you?
I don't
fine.
know, man. Rejected, sad.
He just sits back in his chair, 2 middle fingers to the screen, and says, "Whatever, bros."
Mixed emotions.
How's it going there, Al? Haven't talked to you in a while.
Well, it's going busy. Very, very, very.
I'm actually gonna buy another. I'm gonna buy another loader that we can use for piling at the decks here.
Okay.
Or sorting. What do we want? Let's get a. What do we not have? What machine do we not have? We have a Medill, right? Yeah.
Only thing you don't have is
a Hitachi. Yeah, let's get a Hitachi. I have the John Deere version of the Hitachi coming out again. I don't care what people think. It's coming out. People can just suck it. I originally took it out because people are like, it's just the Hitachi repainted. And I'm like, yeah, I know it is. And a whole bunch of people were complaining. But then I went and I found out, I think I had this conversation with you guys, but I went and found out that Hitachi and the John Deere model are the same frickin' machine, man. They come from the same plant. That's why they look so similar. It's the exact same machine. They paint it different colors. Not even kidding. Yeah. I was laughing so hard. Because I was like looking it up, and I'm like, why do they? Because I was looking at 2 pictures of them. I'm like, why do they look so frickin' close to each other? So I went and read up some documents about John Deere machines, and I guess Hitachi and John Deere and I think Volvo all share a plant in China that produces the machine bodies, and they just they made a deal together to use the exact same machine bodies, but just change the frickin' colors. That's all they do. They just paint them different colors. I'm like, duh. So now I'm putting out that John Deere again with the high body. I basically just changed it a little bit. And I'm like, well, Those who complain, I know the truth now, so you can't fool me.
It's just like some other manufacturers do the same thing with their equipment, like the Challengers and the Fence are
exactly. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I mean, whatever. I mean, it saves them probably hundreds of millions of dollars a year. So, I get it. Yeah, mate. Yeah, all the same stuff. No surprise there. Everybody wants me to go back and add infrastructure on these maps so that they can do farming on them. I'm not opposed to the idea, I just don't really know what you need for farming. Like, a place to dump your silage or something? Is that basically all you do for farming, or is there more places? Does anybody farm? This is probably a bad place to ask this.
I think if you put animals. Because I don't even farm.
Yeah, animal sell points. Silage. What else do they have?
Basically, animals, BGA.
BGA, that was the other one. Energy plant stuff or whatever.
And a grain sell point.
Grain sell point. It's pretty much it. I mean, you can make your own fields.
Everything else. Yeah, and the mods. There's so many mods out there. I mean, to customize it.
Like, you don't really need to add anything.
Well, that's what I thought, because I thought there's lots of things like you have placeable BGA plants and silage stuff, don't you?
Everything, basically.
Yeah. So, like, why do I have to go back? Make your own farm. Do it yourself.
And really, the only thing that you wouldn't have to add, but is like a grain sell point.
Yeah.
Animal dealer.
Everybody's begging for log sell points too to be added back, but like, use the mill.
No, but I mean, there's a mod for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I made that Greenhorn's guide saying, first thing, build a friggin' mill. So that I have to stop hearing the complaint about, I can't sell my logs on the map. It's like, yes, you can.
That's something I should plan to try to do. This one, I'll actually build a bit from scratch.
Yeah. Yeah. The next map that comes out in this month, yeah, we're not past this yet, is kind of like this. It's a do-it-yourself. It has one little teeny road that goes kind of the long way. But then the map that's coming out after that, the next one, it's a lot more infrastructure. I'm kind of building it with more roads and road structure, kind of like Chad's Rogue River style, where it's just lots of roads and places to go. Because I really like that.
Don't make it so steep, though.
Yeah, no, it won't be that steep. There'll be steep sections, but I'm smoothing out a lot of it so you can actually traverse it. Because that's one annoying thing is when you're rolling, you can't.
Hard, but it was fun.
Yeah.
But going back to the buncher, you said, is it still gonna be like the claws individually assigned to different keybinds, or?
You mean like the C350s? Yeah. So they're still the same. Yeah, there's no difference there. The only thing that changes is just so much smoother to cut now.
Would it be possible if you keep the 150 in your mod? I mean the 100. Because for people that use,
do you still have it?
Yeah, I still have it.
Just keep it.
No, but I mean, like when we do multiplayer, like, you know.
Oh, I mean, yeah. If you want it for multiplayer, I could probably get one.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
Or you could just pwn up and learn how to use a C350 or C350. C350. That's what I'm gonna call it now. I like that. The C350.
Yeah, but the issue is I don't feel like playing with 2 sticks. That's the thing, man. Just more
man, you ain't logging then. You got to get in it, my son. We have to teach you the ways, grasshopper.
My son.
Yeah. My grasshopper.
Yes, you're green.
I'm very disappointed in you. That's all I gotta say.
Hey, wait. Can't you?
You guys should be impressed.
Can't you bind them both to the same button? I'm sure you can.
I don't know. I don't think so.
In your key bindings, just set them both to the same control.
I'm gonna have to try.
I 100% know you can because I accidentally did that. So, because I accidentally made it so when I close my head, it spins my head at the same time, and I'm like, uh-oh, that's not good. Because I remember doing that and freaking myself out. It was pretty funny.
That'd be kind of ill-advised.
It was very poor planning.
Somebody
it actually ruined my whole recording video when I was teaching controls because I accidentally did it wrong. And I'm like, God damn it, now I got to record it all over again. It was pretty funny. If I had $1 for every time I screwed up a recording...
Like
it's the funniest thing. When I record logging from scratch, I've never had to redo one. I've always been dead on. But when I do a recording for like an instructional video, oh my God. If I had $1 for every retake I had to do, I'd probably be able to retire. I was just like, I forget what I was talking about, or I go, damn it, and then I have to record.
Yeah.
It's so cringy. I love it though, it's fun. You only live once, you gotta laugh at your shame. Makes it more fun.
So the Thrustmaster sticks, man, is that a sponsor or what?
Yeah. Well, I don't really want
to.
I wasn't sure whether I should call it a sponsorship or not, but I mean, what else is it? Like, we didn't really clarify the words, but they're like, yeah. So every quarter of the year, well, until they decide not to do it anymore, but they're like, yeah, we'll give you a free set of the duos to give away for fans. And I'm like, holy cow! I'm like, that's cool. At first, I asked them. I said, I wanted to, with donation money, I said I wanted to be able to buy the sticks from them and then have them sent to a fan every month was the plan. But they said, okay, well, you know, it's really generous. You want to do this for your community. He's like, well, how about we do you one better? If you can get a webcam set up showing off our joysticks, and now I'm going to have the Thrustmaster logo on my little webcam as well. He said, if you can do that to promote the product, he's like, we'll give you a set every quarter to just give away. All you have to do is give us the address of the winner, and we'll ship it to them. And I'm like, yeah, I'll take that deal.
Wow, that's freaking awesome.
Yeah, it doesn't cost me nothing. I'm like, oh, that's freaking cool.
Yeah.
But I mean, I showed them the... They said, well, what kind of interest does this game gather for the joysticks? And I said, well, I have an affiliate link with Amazon that I do not promote at all. It's just on the web page. It's like I don't tell people, go here and download this. And that one right there has already made 850 sales in the past 6 months just on its own sitting there.
And it's only growing.
Yeah. I mean, I don't make much money off of it. I think I have like $100 sitting in there, but because it's on the American side, I don't even touch it. So it'll probably just cost me tax money. I'm like, until that reaches $1 million, I'm not touching it.
Yeah, I got mine.
For you to get sponsors there, Jordan.
Yeah, no, it's cool.
It's
just cool to be
awesome, dude, and it's about a game too.
Yeah, it's just cool to get noticed by the bigger companies. Honestly, I'm still more impressed with the Timber Pro thing. That one made me way more happy.
I when you posted that, I was like, wow, dude, like, good for you.
Yeah, but
like,
I'm not
to see what they posted.
Oh, for sure. I'm not complaining. That's for sure.
For a game.
Yeah, man.
And it's pretty much to our model.
Right? Yeah, they love. Oh man, they love that 765. You just wait till the forwarders come out. That's when people are gonna get excited. Soon. It's all coming so soon. I just have so many mods, and I'm like, I can't release it all at once. I think that's the... Is that this month? Might be next month. I don't know. I can't remember.
A lot of people asking for that.
I know. Everyone wants a delimmer. Everyone wants a wheeled feller buncher, too. The wheeled feller buncher is a super popular one, but I don't know if that's going to come out or not. I have Lias that was working on it, but he's gone kind of quiet, so I'm not sure if he left or if he's in school or what he's doing. But he was working on it. And I told him, I said, like, he has absolutely no obligation to me for work. Because I'm like, I don't pay him or anything. He just wanted to work on some stuff with me. And I was like, oh, it's cool, man. I said, if you feel like building this, he's the guy that built that grapple that's on the high stacker, that pulpwood grapple. He built that all from scratch. All I sent him was a picture, and he just built that thing. And I was like, oh my God, man, good job. But he's like, yeah, do you want me to do anything else? I said, well, here's the wheeled feller bunch everybody's whining about. I said, if you want to give that a shot. So I gave him the old model, and he was going to clean it up because it was just way too high poly to put in the game. And he's like, yeah, I'll give it a shot and see what happens. So he sent me pictures of it as he's been developing it, but then he kind of stopped. I haven't heard from him in a long time, so I'm hoping he's either in school or maybe he's quarantined in his country. Who knows? At this point, you never know. Yeah.
That one was too big.
Yeah. You don't want that
faster
one either.
Rap. Faster.
Yeah.
You have hungry skitters waiting for you.
Yeah, you got Al telling you to hurry up in a buncher. That's a scary feeling. Whoosh, get moving. I'd be like, dude, I'm trying. Just sweat's pouring. I can't keep up with this. I'm just building a deck over here, Sharky, so you have like a nice deck of cleaned up stuff.
Yeah, I see that.
But don't touch it. Don't even look at my deck, okay? I'm very self-conscious about my deck.
Okay, now I want to ask you, are you serious right now?
Oh.
Can I actually touch it or not?
Yeah, touch my deck. Wait, whoa, easy. Gentle. Too fun. Too much fun. Yeah. I can only imagine the things people say in the real logging world out there. I've heard some of it, and I'm good. Yeah. So where are we going here? Where is Rap? You're taking out that whole basic side there, hey?
Yep.
And then when you're done there, just turn around and go the other way. I think you'll hit an edge of the forest where it kind of stops.
Okay.
This map's kind of cool that way, where you have like some gaps between the forest. I'm probably going to start doing that more often on maps because I put way too many trees just all over the place. I'd rather have a little bit of grass. What's that?
That's what I like, when it's like next, the trees are all close to each other, man.
I'm like a mixture of the two. Like I like the close trees like all over the place, but at the same time I really like when there's like these kind of open meadows, and then like just big chunks of forest that you come across where you have to log out the whole forest. It kind of gives you a start and stop point too, like where you know where the edge is. Some of the other ones you're just cutting forever in infinity.
You can mix it around.
Good job, processors. Are you saying there? Who's that? Al, was it you?
Yeah. And so what's wrong with that?
Oh, yeah. What is wrong with that? Find out next time on What's Wrong With That. Oh, my goodness. My friends are trying to... I just get all these text messages. My friends are trying to fly to Mexico. They want to go on April 18th for my buddy's birthday.
Are you serious?
Well, I don't think they're going to be able to go. I mean, I think it'll just be shut down by then, but... They figure at the end of March... with predictions that it'll be like 1 million plus Americans will be infected with the frickin' thing. Probably almost 500,000 to 600,000 Canadians too. I wouldn't even doubt it at this point. But I mean, if we ever get to that point where we're hitting the high millions numbers, I highly doubt that we're ever going to be able to travel anywhere.
What a coincidence! April 18th, I was planning also to go, and now I don't know. Looks like I'm gonna have to cancel it.
It's kind of hit and miss, eh?
And exactly April 18th. Wow, man, should play the 649.
Right. Al, do you have anything from your work about that frickin' virus?
Not much, but
just kind of like little, hey, we know it's a thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's pretty much my work too.
So, here's the funny thing: I've been seeing a lot of stuff on Facebook about TP in like bleach not existent in stores.
Yeah.
My wife and I had to run out and grab a few things tonight. Literally every store in town was completely sold out of toilet paper and bleach.
That's so crazy. Well, I understand I'm not gonna lie. I did some Armageddon shopping, and I did buy a shit ton of toilet paper because earlier on this month, when this virus really started taking off, I had read in Wuhan. Right next to Wuhan and some of the other China districts there are some of the largest like toilet paper manufacturing companies that are all imported over to the US and Canada. So as soon as those shut down, I knew for a fact that there was going to be a supply-demand issue coming, and that's when everybody was really early on warning, like, hey, these places are the ones that have been hit the most. Like, expect these to not be producing for 3 to 4 months. So if you want to get stuff, stock up on it now. And then my wife was laughing at me, going like, "Oh yeah, haha, very funny, you friggin' idiot! Like, what are you doing? Like, spending money on extra toilet paper?" I said, "Babe, like, don't worry about it. Like, worst case scenario, we don't buy toilet paper for 2 months. Like, who cares, right?" So, funny part was, as soon as this virus started taking off, and now they're announcing it, becoming a problem. We tried to go to the store and there's nothing. You can't even like go, "Hey, can you go grab some from the back?" It's all gone. So I'm like, if I would have run out of TP last week, I would be wiping my butt with a friggin' moss right now. Like, I would be so pissed.
You'd be wiping your butt with cloth.
Yeah, right? So
you're going back to the old days, bud.
This is the first time I've been able to look at my wife and go, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So did you mark it on the calendar that you were right?
No, she won't allow that part, but I can give her the look anyway, and that's all that matters. So yeah. I wouldn't consider myself a doomsday prepper by any sense of the world, but when I saw that coming, I'm pretty smart when it comes to industry stuff because I can see where that's going to go. Yeah, so it was the same thing in town here. So in our small, stupid-ass little town, we had a notification come up that said the power's going to be out for 5 days. That's what they said. So everybody... I told my wife, I'm like, this is going to cause a friggin' meltdown in this town. And she's like, no. And everybody, all my friends are like, no. So I'm like, okay, well, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go about and I'm going to fill up all of our vehicles and I'm going to buy some extra gas. Because I said everyone is going to do a run on the stores. They're going to buy all the fuel out and probably all the generators. Everything you can imagine will be sold out. And everybody thought I was completely crazy. Sure enough, the day the power went out, the entire gas station everywhere sold out within 4 hours. It was completely sold out, and they didn't have any fuel coming here. It was crazy. So people had their cars parked and just like in the street. Oh, I couldn't get fuel, couldn't do this. And that was for 5 days, man. Like, come on. If you can't survive for 5 days without power, like, get over yourself. Come on.
Hey, you were going pretty nuts without Wi-Fi.
What's that? Oh man, that sucked.
You were going pretty
That's way worse. I'd rather wipe my ass with my hand than not have my freaking internet. Like, holy Lord, that sucked. Well,
I watched the comments and it was like, I'm going nuts.
Oh man. Like, well, I couldn't upload anything, so I had literally 9 terabytes of friggin' video just sitting on my hard drive, and I'm like, if anything happens to that, I will kill. So that was pretty funny.
Breaking news: crazy Canadian goes nuts over Wi-Fi lossage.
So that's everybody actually. During that time, like at our business, we had the most insane customers come into our business. I could not believe people. Like, it wasn't our fault. It was a friggin' landslide. Like, but they came in. They're like, "You need to do something. My life depends on this internet. If I don't have it," and we're like, dude, we don't have control over a landslide. Like, we have to wait till the crews clear it. Like, and then they got to go resplice the fiber, and just, it's like, dude, you got to chill. And they're like, "You will credit me. You will give me your firstborn child." Like, they're crazy people. Big Al, you know what's up.
Yes.
I'm just like, what is wrong with you people? For me, it was just for business. Like, I understand it sucks. Like, I couldn't upload videos. I'm like, whatever. But that's why I pre-upload everything so far ahead, because you kind of need a little bit of a shield in case things go wrong, or if you get sick, whatever. But yeah, it's pretty funny. Pretty good times. Oh wait, here we're at the end of this episode here, so I'm gonna plunk this head down. Let's do a picture in front of the Hitachi. This will be a good spot.